Alrighty guys, good morning. I'm Storm Team 2 meteorologist. Thank you so much for joining this Facebook Live. I just wanted to hop on here really quick and give you guys an update of what we're looking at Storm Team 2 as we get through this rainy Saturday weekend. And of course, all eyes are on the possible wintry weather we could see Tuesday and into Wednesday. So let's go ahead and kind of go through what we're seeing right now as you get out the door. I know a few of us are dealing with some rain. Let's go ahead and give you a larger perspective of what's really going on. Storm Team 2 Live Viper radar right now as showers begin to kind of filter in for us here for your Saturday. I know today probably not the best weekend weather. I know you've been looking forward to the weekend, but looking like we're going to be seeing some rain right now. Here's a bit of a closer look to our area as we get a bit closer towards early this morning. Still seeing some showers as you head towards overnight. Most of the rain will be gone by Sunday afternoon. Here's a live look right now. This is the kind of our model that we use. This is Vipercast as we get a bit closer towards 9 and 10 o'clock by your lunch hour. I know if you have a few plans today, we're going to continue to see some rain as it moves on through overnight tonight, even into early tomorrow morning. So a bit of a rainy weekend ahead of us. And then after the rain moves on through, all eyes are focused on Tuesday and into Wednesday. Right now, that's the timing that we do know. And this is what I want to go and talk about. What we know right now. It's going to be very cold as we head towards your Monday. Wind chill values in the teens and then the 20s. I'll show you that in just a moment. But the reason we're going to be so cold, we have kind of an Arctic high pressure recentering here into the low country. Let's go and show what that looks like with our upper air pattern right now. And you kind of see where this colder air begins to sink in to the low country by Monday night, kind of setting up what we could potentially see for winter weather for Tuesday and into Wednesday. Tuesday morning, like I mentioned, most of those wind chill values, that's kind of like that feel-like temperature for us in the winter with the colder air and the wind. It's going to be very cold. Wind chill values, like I mentioned, I want to go and show you this. Into early Tuesday morning, we're looking at teens and 20s. Most likely advisories will be issued because of this. This is why we're already weather alerting as we get a bit closer towards Tuesday and Wednesday, just because we haven't seen temperatures dip down this far so fast. So we're going to continue to monitor this for you. Very cold for Tuesday and into Wednesday. Those highs are going to be in those mid to upper 30s, overnight lows in the 20s. And like I mentioned, wind chill values reaching the teens even as we head a bit closer to the coast. Now, we're going to continue to watch this because as we get a bit closer towards Tuesday into Wednesday, that's the timing that we're looking at right now. What we know, we're going to have a low pressure system tracked to the south of us that could filter some possible wintry weather for us here in the low country. We're a few days out still from this. The timing of this, of course, if it coincides with a very cold high pressure in place, we could possibly see a wintry mix. We're looking possible for freezing rain. And I'm going to say we could possibly even see some snow for us. What we do know is that confidence gets a bit higher as we get closer to these types of events. So as we head a bit closer towards Sunday and even into Monday, we'll know a lot more than we know today. But what we do know, it's going to be bitterly cold out there, and the chance for us to see possibly some winter precipitation is rising. We're going to continue to see that confidence grow as we get a bit closer. Like I mentioned, this all depends on the track. If we see this kind of move a certain way, it could just be very cold for us. If we could see it move another way, we could see possibly more amounts. Let's go ahead and go through what we're watching right now. One of the models, this is the European model. This is what I've been showing pretty much since earlier this morning. This is showing the rain that's moving through right now for Saturday as that system kind of moves through. Cold front sweeps on through. You see that high pressure right here. This is what we're talking about that will bring us that colder weather. And then as we get a bit closer towards Tuesday into Wednesday, like I mentioned, around Tuesday afternoon into early Wednesday, that's what we're watching as we see this kind of move to the south of us here across Florida, and we could possibly be dealing with some winter weather for us here. So what does that mean as we get a bit closer towards the rest of this week and into Tuesday and Wednesday? Just make sure you're staying alert. Make sure you have ways to stay up to date on the forecast. Make sure you're staying aware as well. We're going to continue to watch this for you. And like I mentioned, what we do know right now, the key messaging that we just keep saying is that we could possibly see, bitterly cold temperatures. It's a high confidence in that as well. They may reach near record levels. This will be Wednesday night as well. And dangerous wind chills, I just showed you, in the teens and the 20s into Tuesday night, into Wednesday night as well. That low pressure will pass the south of us and offshore by the middle of the week. Like we know right now, timing Tuesday night and into Wednesday. The probabilities of accumulating winter precipitation, that's rising as we get closer to this event, but it's still way too soon to pin down specific impacts or specific amounts. This is just something we're flagging for you to go ahead and be aware. The window of greatest impacts Tuesday afternoon into early Wednesday morning. And on top of that, no matter what we get, we could see some travel issues. It could continue into Wednesday night, even into Thursday, as wet roads could possibly refreeze as well. So just make sure you're staying up to date on the forecast. I just showed you what we're kind of looking at as we get a bit closer towards those couple of days, but I love to show this as well. This is the winter forecast timeline. This is kind of where we are right now. We're preparing a forecast. We know it's going to be cold. Like I mentioned, the confidence that we could possibly see some winter precipitation beginning to rise as well. The general idea of the type we could possibly see, like I mentioned, we're going to continue to watch this for you. Timing, location, and totals will know a little bit more, and that will most likely be as we get a bit closer towards your Monday, about 1 day out. So that's a call to action. We'll let you know when that needs to happen. We'll identify specifics for you, the exact timing right now, location, and overall threat impacts for us here in the Low Country. Like I mentioned, I want you guys to go ahead and just be aware. This is why these next several days I'm going to go ahead and give you a sneak peek of that 5-day forecast. Today we're looking at rain into Sunday. By Sunday afternoon, the rain will clear up, and I know on our website, counton2.com, they're prepared to prepare the roadways after the rain ends on Sunday to brine the interstate. So that'll be on Sunday afternoon. We're already taking preparations for the possible winter weather. Monday, it's going to be very, very cold out there, low 40s expected. Tuesday and into Wednesday, weather alerting right now because dangerous wind chill values. We haven't seen cold temperatures like this in a very long time for us here in the Low Country. Like I mentioned, record-breaking temperatures could be possible as we get a bit closer to Tuesday and Wednesday. The timing for the possible winter weather, that will be Tuesday afternoon into early Wednesday. So I'm going to go ahead. I have the Facebook Live pulled up right here on my phone to see if you guys have any questions I could quickly ask. I know as we get a bit closer towards the event, like I mentioned, we'll know a lot more, but this is what we know right now. So when I talk about winter weather preparation, I'm seeing a lot of this kind of like, what can I do to prepare? I always say the 3 Ps. I always say pipes, pets, and plants. I've been walking around recently. You still have your plants covered up, which is good, but of course this could cause some issues if we do see any amounts of winter precipitation. We could be dealing with kind of a 2 to 3 day issue for us. So make sure you keep those faucets leaking. We're going to be seeing lows in the 20s, wind chill values even colder than that. So certainly something to think about. Include your pets in that plan and bring them inside as well. And of course, keep those plants covered up as we get a bit closer towards the event. So overall, the best way to stay up to date on the forecast, because we're going to continue to keep you updated on any advisories, any watches, any warnings that will be issued with this. Make sure you have the Storm Team 2 weather app. That's available on the Apple App Store and in Google Play. We'll continue to keep you updated on that. Certainly with every update that we get, we will let you guys know. But just to quickly kind of recap what's really going on here, we're eyeing a system as it moves into Tuesday and Wednesday. Like I mentioned, we'll continue to keep you updated. What we know right now, it's going to be very cold. It still depends on the track and the timing, but as we get a bit closer, even this morning, we're pretty confident that we could possibly see some sort of winter precipitation for us here in the Low Country. The probability is continuing to increase, but once again, still too soon to pin down those exact specific impacts and amounts. Timing, once again, Tuesday afternoon and into Wednesday morning. Make sure you have the Storm Team 2 weather app available in the Apple App Store and in Google Play. I'm looking right now to see if we have any questions here on our Facebook Live. I know a lot of you guys are excited at possibly seeing some winter weather. I know I'm certainly looking forward to that as well. I see one question that says, will we see any snow or ice on the beaches? And I want to go ahead and kind of zoom out and give you another look at what we're kind of eyeing here in the Low Country, one of our models. This could possibly be, something we're eyeing for us here across the Low Country. This might not be just an inland event, and you kind of see a lot of rain here by Tuesday night, right here a bit closer to the coastal areas. But like I mentioned, this isn't just an isolated event for our inland areas. This is certainly going to be something we're watching for our entire Low Country area, including the metro. We're included in this, guys, and we're also included in those bitterly cold temperatures. Like I mentioned, wind chill values in the teens, we don't see that often here in the low country. So even if we're not seeing any intense snow or intense freezing rain, that's still enough to certainly cause a lot of issues. So make sure you're doing those winter weather preps as well. I'm going to continue to kind of see if we have a few other questions here on Facebook Live. Make sure you guys drop them in. I'm kind of here just to give you a quick rundown, a quick breakdown of what we're looking at here in the low country. But overall, we're still eyeing kind of the track and kind of the timing of this. I love showing this graphic. We showed it earlier this morning, kind of showing you the trends that we have been watching here in the low country. And like I mentioned, their key messages we're knowing right now, there's a high confidence that bitterly cold temperatures will impact us. That's enough certainly for us to weather alert. This is why we're weathering alert for Tuesday and Wednesday. Those low temperatures could reach near record levels into Wednesday night, and dangerous wind chills are possible Tuesday night into Wednesday night, no matter where this system certainly tracks. Now, once again, this will be key to the amounts and precipitation types for us here in the low country. We're ranging from a freezing rain, possible snow event for us. So we're going to continue to keep you updated. Some travel issues could continue into Wednesday night as well. I'm seeing another question here about what power outages from ice. Will that be an issue? That is certainly an issue we're going to watch for you guys. This is kind of the idea of why we're weather alerting as we get a bit close, because even if we do see a refreeze or some ice issues for Tuesday and into Tuesday, and even for travel issues into Thursday, that could cause power outages as well. So this is why we're kind of letting you guys know a few days ahead of this event. I know we get excited about snow. I know we get excited about freezing rain, but ice is something that if we're going to be seeing something, we could see that, and that's what causes a lot of issues for us here in the low country. Like I mentioned, I know that they're brining the interstates Sunday after the rain, so if you're concerned about travel, I know we have more information on that on our website. That's counton2.com. But like I mentioned, yes, ice could cause some power outages. We'll let you know a little bit more as we get a bit closer. But certainly something that we're going to continue to keep you updated on and let you know as this system kind of moves a bit closer or around, 2 to even 1 day before this event. Because this is sort of like, when we talk about hurricanes, that's something that we really know well here in the low country. We're all about timing. We're all about tracking where that's going to pass through us, and that impacts what we're going to see here in the low country. Same type of situation for us here as we continue to watch this system kind of move to the south of us, and what types of precipitation and what amounts we're going to continue to get. So continuing to kind of check in on here on Facebook to see if I have any more questions right now. Although a lot of you guys are excited, I'm seeing a lot of, yay, I'm excited to see possible snow. I am too, but like I mentioned, we'll continue to keep you guys updated. Freezing rain and ice, like I mentioned, those types of precipitation, that's on the table for us here in the low country. And once again, we're going to continue to watch this for you and kind of let you know the timing for snow, freezing rain, even sleet Tuesday night into Wednesday. It's going to be cold outside. I'm going to go ahead and kind of do one more run here just to let you guys know what we're looking at as we get a bit closer towards the rest of our day today. Just so if you're just now joining, if you're just now kind of watching with us, we're seeing some rain for Saturday as the system moves on through. Here's a live look of what's happening outside your window right now. This is Storm Team 2 Live Viper radar. Rain moves through today, tonight, and even into your Sunday afternoon. After Sunday afternoon, the roads will begin to clear for us. And then we know that we're going to see a few winter weather preps for us here in the low country. And as we get a bit closer towards the rest of your Sunday night, things will clear up. What we do know, we're going to see cold, high pressure kind of take the reins of this forecast into Monday. Certainly going to be very cold out there with highs in the low 40s. We're going to be seeing those overnight lows into Tuesday, and those wind chill values, like I keep mentioning, reaching the teens and the 20s. That could cause some issues as well. And we're going to continue to eye the forecast as we get a bit closer towards your Tuesday night and into your Wednesday afternoon. Here's what it looks like as a larger picture. Kind of seeing this move on through. There's that high pressure I was talking about. You kind of see this here. Cold air entering the low country. Record-breaking temperatures could be possible. And then for us, we're eyeing this system. You kind of see this to the south of us move on through. And like I mentioned, this isn't just going to be an isolated event for us here in the low country. So it can be certainly a coastal issue as well. But all depends still on that track. Still too early to tell for us here in the low country. But we're going to go ahead and give the go for a weather alert day, certainly for your Tuesday and Wednesday, just because of the colder temperatures. And once again, key messaging is that we We'll know a little bit more as we get a bit closer. Low temperatures may reach record levels on Wednesday night. The track of that surface low will be key to the precipitation types and amounts, and the best way to stay updated on any advisories, watches, or warnings that we will see possible closer to Tuesday and Wednesday. Make sure you have that Storm Team 2 weather app available in the Apple App Store and in Google Play.